Hello fashion lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, it is apps you should know as a modern fashion designer. The fashion industry is constantly evolving and technology is now a major driving force behind our change. Gone are the days when fashion designers are limited to sketchbooks, scissors, and rolls of fabrics, around. Today, successful fashion designers from students to established fashion professionals use digital tools to speed up creativity, organize ideas, and connect with clients and manufacturers globally. Mobile or desktop applications have been an extension of the designer's tools, just like measuring tape or a sewing machine. Whether you are sketching new concepts, organizing your portfolio, or tracking supply chain, these apps helps your work easy. But with thousands of apps available, how do you know which one are worth your time and storage space? That is why this guide comes. That is the main reason I'm making this video. I have researched, tested, and analyzed these 5 must-have app every modern fashion designer should have or should be using. These apps are good and they were chosen because they directly solve common problems fashion designers face. Yes, starting with sketching, ideal sketching, starting with inspiration, starting with presentation, starting with project management and fabric sourcing. So let's dive into the 5 apps you should know as a fashion designer. And if you have not subscribed, do subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment on the comment section. Let's dive into it. The first app we are looking at today is Adobe Illustrator. Yes, there are so many Adobe software, but specifically it is the Illustrator that we are interested in. Now, it is a digital sketch book. That is what it's used for, and every designer needs it. If there is one app that fashion designers use, it is Adobe Illustrator. For decades, Illustrator has been the industry standard for vector graphics and in fashion. It's used for technical sketch, fashion flats, and professional illustration. Yes, there are fashion designers that their job is just to illustrate. There are illustrators that earn more than even people that make the dress itself. Okay, so Adobe Illustrator is one of them. All right, especially if you're interested in illustrating, you're good in sketching. That is one of the major things you do on a daily basis. Adobe should be one thing you should have in your app, in your laptop, in your desktop or your palm top, okay, and even your phone. All right, it has so many features, beautiful features, vector for drawing, fashion flat creator, colors, plates. It has so many, and the brushes are so lovely. Now, why must you have this particular app? Every fashion designer needs to communicate ideas clearly and professionally, especially when sending designs. All right, that is one of the reasons you should have this app. It is best you go for the yearly subscription. Now, the second app you should have is Procreate. While illustrators handle technical flats, Procreate is the app for raw creativity. Yes, loved by illustrators and fashion students alike. Procreate available in iPad. You can have it in iPad. It is perfect for hand drawing. hand drawing, fashion sketches, digital painting, and experimenting with design concepts. Key features of fashion is nature. Natural, the brushes on the Procreate are so natural. The layout system, the custom fashion brushes, there are so many high resolution export on this particular app. Now you can see how it sketches. Why should you have this app? Fashion is all about visual storytelling, and Procreate makes it effortlessly to bring concept into life. It feels like sketching in a traditional sketchbook, but with digital flexibility. You can undo mistakes, duplicate outfits, and even create time lapse videos of your design process. Yes, for example, you might sketch a bridal's gown collection with different fabric textures and share the progress video on with your client or producers. Okay, now the third app is Pinterest. Pinterest is used by beginners or even those that are not into fashion equally and professionals. Every designer needs inspiration, and Pinterest has become the modern day equivalent of magazines. You flipping through magazines pages and pinning them to the wall. Those ancient way of, getting the inspired designs. With millions of fashion related images, Pinterest allows you to create digital mood board for collections, trends, and color pattern. Key features of Pinterest used by fashion designers: pinning of images, all right, organized board, collaboration, trending, you get to see trending designs, and so many more. Why should you use Pinterest? Pinterest, fashion starts with ideas and is the first step in your design process. The idea has to be initiated. Pinterest allows you to do instant collective visuals that spark creativity and reference them with them designing your collections. For example, if you're working on Ankara inspired ready to wear line, you can create boards of Ankara prints, runways, shows, modern styling references all in one place. It is free to use. Pinterest is completely free, endless source of inspiration. There are so many styles, so many inspiration, and great for tracking trends. You get to see what is trending on fashion, what are the styles that are trending. You get to see all the trendings. Okay, it is a good way for you to gather inspiration. Trend is our modern day magazine. That is our modern day. You should have Trend app in your phone as a beginner or as a professional. Now, the fourth app is Trello. All right. Now, fashion design isn't just about creativity, it is also about deadlines, organization, and teamwork. This is where Trello comes in. This is a project management apps. All right. Now, this app helps you track your design's progress, production stages, and client's deadline. All right, now what are the key features? Now, one of the key features is card system, deadlines and reminders, team collaboration, attachment. All right, you can attach your sketches, okay, to your Trello and checklist. There are so many of them, so many functions. It helps you organize your project in orderly manner. Right now, why must this be on your phone, or why should you be using a Trello? Fashion businesses fail not because of lack of creativity, but because lack of management. The management is poor. Trello helps designers stay on top of everything, especially if you run a small fashion brand and manage multiple clients. For example, if you're creating a camisole collection for summer, or any collection for summer, you can set up a Trello board with ideas in progress and completed and those uncompleted yet, and assign team members to specific tasks like sourcing fabrics and editing. Tracking progress, you track the progress on the app. So it keeps workflow organized. It's a great app for team collaboration, right? And the plan is completely free. Okay, you can actually access the free version of it. There is free version and there is the version that is not free. So you can actually access the free version. And you can equally use Trello to store your sketches. It can be used for sketches for storage, which will be very useful. And you can easily just get different templates. There are different templates you can use. Just go through them when you log in and use the one you think is best for you. The fifth app or website is Clo 3D. Clo 3D is a 3D visual designing app. The future of fashion is 3D design, and Clo 3D is leading the charge. This app allows fashion designers to create digital garments, test draping, and visualize collection in 3D before making physical sample. Key features of this app is 3D garment simulation, fabric simulation, pattern drafting integration, color and texture experiment, export for production. This garment gives you everything you need before the actual work. It gives you a 3D sample of what you're to produce. Why must you have this? Sampling is one of the most expensive part of fashion production. Clo 3D allows you to test designs digitally, reduce cost and waste. It's especially useful for sustainable fashion brands aiming to minimize fabric waste. For example, if you design a new blazer, Clo 3D lets you import your pattern, apply fabric digitally, and test fit on a model just before creating the real dress itself. This app saves time and money on samples, and it's eco-friendly and sustainable. It helps communicate clearly to producers. There are some sketches producers may not understand, but with 3D, yeah, they will definitely understand it immediately. If 3D feels too advanced, there are so many other 3Ds you should try as a beginner. Okay, it is very important. 3D, it reduces so many stress, all right? It reduces costs. Tips for using apps effectively as a fashion designer. One of the tips I'll be giving out is combine apps. Don't rely on one, use different apps. There are so many sketching apps, there are so many illustrators, there are so many 3D visualization. Just use different, combine them. All right. Try different and finalize on the one that it suits you, and stay organized. Whatever you do, be organized in it and Thirdly, use app for branding too. Yes, you need app for your sketches on Instagram or YouTube. Another thing I'll say is keep learning. Each app has tutorial videos. You can actually go out there and search for the tutorial videos, or if you want me to actually make the tutorial videos of each of them, just feel free and drop it on the comment section. All right. And balance tech with craft. Fashion and tech are now working together. All right. Don't be left out. Okay. The modern fashion designer's toolkit is no longer just scissors, fabric, sketchbook. It's also apps that boost creativity and productivity and professionalism. By mastering these five apps, you are not just designing clothes, you are building a fashion career that is faster, smarter, and globally competitive. The fashion world is moving digital, and those who embrace these tools will stand out as innovators.